We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's another episode of Adventure Maidens, episode 56. Can you believe it? Whoa.
Oh my God.
Just barreling towards 69 at a velocity that's unseen by man.
Heavy, sexy velocity, just speeding right along here. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is the Venture Maidens. We are a D&D 5e 2014 / Tales of the Valiant actual play live stream that converts to a podcast. Before we start, I should say this is a very adult themed stream, so we swear like sailors and talk sexy sometimes, and then also we just keep a general content wording up for body horror, just because of graphic fantasy violence. We kick a lot of ass here, etc. I don't anticipate any other specific content warnings for this episode, but you never know because we're hex crawling, so lots of random tables, so make sure to check the show notes, either in the stream chat right now or in the podcast, the show notes below this episode. But yes, damn, we got some crawling to do. So let's just dive the fuck in. Hey everybody, my name is Celeste Konovich, and tonight I will be your game master.
Hello, my name is Katie, and I'm going to be playing Luveria Seth, your drow wogue.
Hello, I'm Nasima Tamad, and I'm playing your half-orc fighter and budding druid, Tony Silvertail.
And I'm, excuse me. And I'm Sage. And I'm Sage, and today I'll be playing Aoife Flannery, your blithesome bard.
Ooh, blithesome. That's good. I love it. So yeah, we've got some stuff going on as we are diving right back into this big old challenge that we have here. You guys have one golden blossom in hand. 2 others are out there. Things that you're filling in the map. It's getting tight. We're about to go on to day 3 of this. So let's fucking party. But before we do that, you gotta tell me what the heck happened last time.
Wheel. Last time we were fresh out of our Black Lotus Dragon fight, and that we had, like a sidestep sort of victory. And once we got our golden blossom, what did we do? I said it was very awkward because we were humiliated. And then we decided to trek forward after getting that blossom to go and find our friend Ravain first, and then once we've picked him up, go back to the center and potentially try and ambush the other team of knights and jack their golden lotuses. But on our way, we encountered a few things in the hexes, some crocodiles and swamp madness, Swamp madness.
I love that. Yeah. Adventure Maidens of the Swamp Madness.
That should be the saga's name, the And then we finally made our way out of the swamp and into the forest areas again, where some magical darkness started to encroach on us. Mm-hmm. And we quickly found out that it was the Purple Knight of Pentacles trying to test our wit, seeing if we were worthy opponents. Mm-hmm. Which, motherfucker, how you think we got this far, first of all? But, okay.
Whatever.
And Aoife absolutely smashed his pathetic little test.
Thank you, Sage.
I thought it was a good puzzle, but sure, pathetic little test. That's fine.
Oh, no.
This is a commentary on the night, not on our DM.
I'm sitting there just like, I have no fucking idea what's happening right now.
Listen, I gotta talk some smack somewhere, okay?
Yeah, right.
I love it.
All right, so yeah, Aoife smashed it, and then he give us? He was just like, all right, cool, I guess you guys are smart or whatever, and left.
Direct quote.
I love your recaps.
I'm really trying to interpret some chicken scratch here, so just to keep things moving. Then we kept moving along, and we found an altar which I approached a little too quickly and got choked out because it was a trap. But then Lou managed to appease the statue by giving it a little offering of what did you give
A gold
up?
dragon
Oh, a golden
dagger.
dagger. Yes, a beautiful golden dagger. And in return, they gave us a boon, and you got to keep a book of spells.
No, that happened later.
We found that at
Oh.
the cave on the dead
But
body.
do you remember the boon? Because it's active now and it's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. Yeah. Oh no, our boon was the Death Ward spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Book of Spells. Yes, we got the Death Ward spell cast on us. So then we kept moving forward, and we found a dead body in the dirt that was holding a gilded book of spells. And we decided to. Did we
Yoink.
really give it a burial? We just kind of took it.
You did bury
talked
it.
about
No,
giving-
we did bury him.
You didn't.
Yeah, we were a
After
little
we yoinked.
respectful.
It wasn't
we were a little respectful.
the greatest funeral in the world, but you did.
Venture maidens, a little respectful.
A little respectful. Just enough.
Swamp madness and a funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we decided to take a nice long rest.
Yeah. Some other things you learned, because you did go do a little peeky in the center area. You remember
Indeed,
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
Aoife cast Arcane Eye with use of Swan. And so, because we were planning on basically, after getting Ravane, helping him recover, of trying to maybe just like stake out the altar, since we know that they're also going to have to return with their blossom. So we wanted to see what was up with that. And Aoife was able to suss out that there was one individual there who was invisible, but they were clearly kind of like patrolling the perimeter in the area and keeping tabs on the area. So we know that when we go back, we'll have to face at least one person.
Yeah. So that kind of threw a wrench in your plan to potentially camp on it and, like, stake it out, it seems. Maybe the Knights or some other party has already had a similar idea. Yeah, okay, good. Yes, good recap. So we had lots of shenanigans, as is the fun with the hex crawling. It's a lot of random table rolling and buffoonery, which we have more of for you today. But man, you guys are getting to a point where soon you won't have to be rolling random encounters as you're filling in more and more of that map. But yeah, let's start there. We're picking right that frack back up. So basically you had found this like skeleton of a mage dude who had basically been caught in like a landslide collapse thing. So you had given him, a burial and taken his book of spells. So big cool gilded book. Now we have a bunch of new spells for people to learn. You had also found a staff, a mysterious staff in his possession that at the end of last time we hadn't told you what it is, but now, as you have examined it over your resting period, you've determined it is a staff of healing. You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the staff of healing, did we decide, is Aoife taking that? So it needs attunement by either a bard or a druid.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Aoife would
probably
take
the
it
best.
since Tony's likely going to be using her action to protect and to attack. So
Yes, fair. No time for healing when you're in there messing people up. Sage, do you have those stats? You want to tell the folks at home what the heck a staff of healing is?
Indeed. So it has 10 charges and regains 1d6 charges per day. And you can spend 1 charge per spell level to cast a Cure Wound. So you can upcast it up to 4th ring. You can spend 2 charges to cast Restoration, which can cure some conditions or remove a disease. Or you can spend 5 charges, which is what I'm most excited for, to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh, that'd be so good. Yay! So hopefully that, helps people stay alive a little bit
God, I
more next time we fight a big dragon or whatnot. Yes, so we had said that we were taking a long rest at the end of last time, so that is happening basically now as we're rolling into this. You've been here now for 2 days inside this arena, 2 mortal days. So basically once this rest is over, you'll be setting out for day 3, which is, good news for rolling random encounters, because the way things are weighted, you're more likely to get better things. So, yeah, I believe we also talked about, our general plan right now is to make it to the fountain, right? To get the biz, to heal
Yeah.
Ravane, to pick up Ravane, and
Gotta
then...
get the biz.
Yeah.
There's one space between us and the fountain. So we've got to move 2 tiles north in order to get to the fountain. So right now we're starting off at the northwest corner of the altar. And then once we get to the fountain, it'll be 3 tiles before we can get to east, so we can get to Ravane.
Yeah.
We can splash some water on them.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Some magic water. Okay, yeah. Let me just make sure that my 1, 2. Yep.
Just get a bunch of it and just start waking up everybody and raise an army.
There were a lot of statues there, at least 100. So yeah, come out of this challenge. Hey, Blossom Queen, we got you an army. That's not a bad play.
She's like, I already had them. They were
like,
sculptures. You ruined my art.
Yeah, this was my museum, and you made it for war, you criminals. Don't defund the arts, bitches. Out of my kingdom. Wow. Okay. Yes. So we are in that corner. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I assume that's the plan today. We're just going to head to the fountain and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
All right. We are, though, in game. Obviously, we're taking a long rest, so that's a long time. If you guys have any business you want to do or things you want to talk about or scenes you want to have, anything notable that happens during this long rest that you want to cover?
I think for Aoife, she would take some time to attune to the staff. But then also, as everyone's kind of winding down and heading off to bed, Aoife would kind of seclude herself because she knows that she's going to be reverting back to her mortal form and just kind of doesn't want to be around anyone while that happens.
Yeah, it wasn't super fun last time you did that.
Yeah, it's not physically a whole lot of fun, and emotionally, she's definitely still feeling pretty raw from the dragon fight, and knowing that she's going to be kind of going through this almost withdrawal. So she secludes off to herself, and also wanting a bit of guidance, she is going to take some time to try and reach out to Felix.
Okay. So obviously, you are in the Fae, so it's going to be less difficult to reach out directly to Felix here than it would be in the mortal realm, but you are currently right now within the bounds of another sovereign Fae. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle, I think, to reach out to him. And I'm not sure, I don't think you've tried to contact him yet in the Sovereign Court, so this is probably a new sort of experience. So I guess tell me a little bit about like how you're trying to reach out, like what is the process, and then maybe we can like what is that kind of difficulty or like feeling that Aoife is up against right now.
Yeah, so I feel like she's trying to reach out in this moment where she still has that grasp of Fae power, so that she still feels that very kind of direct connection to her powers and to the sleeping court. And as she takes this time and sits cross-legged on the ground, and she begins to think of like a clock, because as she's feeling this transformation kind of ticking loudly in her head and feeling this sort of countdown, I think she really resonates with that, like the ticking of a second hand and fighting against it, and just sort of the feeling of rushing down a hallway to try and get to a door before it closes, and feeling that ticking sounding louder and louder and louder. Cool.
So as you're, I assume, kind of almost like sort of meditating, right? Trying to like reach out with your mind. It's rough at first. I think, that sound, that feeling that something is coming up on you. It's like, that hand like up and like trying to focus through that. It's hard. Your mind is almost like it's being pulled away from it. Like some kind of force doesn't want you to go to that place you've seen now several times, that cave, picturing Felix's face, trying to focus, and this feeling of dread just building up in you. But you finally manage to just calm yourself down. I think. Like, there's a moment where you acquiesce, like, just listen, the tick, tick, tick. It almost becomes rhythmic and comforting towards the end of this. And it's very subtle, the shift that happens to you. It's like you're in a dream, right? Where things just happen and things change around you, but somewhere in the back of your mind, you're awake, but it's a very odd sort of state of betweenness. And as your eyes sort of flutter open, you see the world around you, like where you were, but it's like this rainbow hazy mist is sort of fogging out the edges, so you can't really see your companions or your campsite behind you. It's just this weird world, and you're not sure if you're physically here or just mentally. But there is something that appears before you, sort of in the mist. It looks like one of those trellises, like you'd see in an English garden, right? That have like vines and stuff that grow over it. And it's just like this door-shaped gate appears out of the mist before you.
And she pulls out Swan and she starts playing this very mournful melody, and as she steps towards this trellis.
Mm-hmm. And what are the other two of you doing right now, Lou and Tony? Like, this is like bedtime-ish, it's dark, probably you've all just like kind of laid down. Are you like out or keeping an eye out?
I think that Lou would have stuck Emily in the ground and basically told her to keep an eye out for her. Mm-hmm. And then with that, she would have thanks, girl. Just gone next to sleep next to the sword. Mm-hmm. She's tired. She's eepy.
Yeah, Tony was also kind of beaten up last time, so she's really probably knocked out.
Okay. Yeah, so then neither of you see when Aoife physically walks, and it's almost like weird and like a sleepwalking person, and is just sort of like reaching out, casting their hands forward. Aoife, it doesn't feel to you like you're really physically moving at all. As you're playing this music, and you step through the gate, and the mist finally it like clears, and you can see what looks like a small courtyard space. It's all overgrown, but the ground around you is crystalline and sort of cave-like, and there's a pool, but it's just like full of overgrown foliage, and there's this tree that's like twisted up like in the center of this weird tree of different colors and stuff, and you see that there's someone twined within its branches, and like as you cut for it, there's a groaning sound as you can sort of make out like a scaly dragon eye out of one point, like peeking between the
weird
trunk. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she rushes over and she'll do what she can to like clear away moss and vegetation from it. And she says,
"You can like just clear basically like this kind of spot, just like the face itself." And Felix will it like coughs out like a leaf out of his mouth, and he looks around the one eye, that's like out, like very confused.
And she says, "Oh, I didn't know when I was going to contact you it would end in this. Oh, dear God, are you all right?"
"I am in the Blossom Court," he says, a tone of surprise.
My companions and I were here doing the Blossom Sovereign's final trial in order to meet with her. As I've told you in the past, that we're trying to pull together some allies to understand what Hecate is doing, and so they're kind of our first stop, and we've just been mollywopped, and I needed to hear from you.
And he like creaks, and it's the creak of maybe it was a neck popping or maybe it was a tree branch, in the wind. You're not entirely sure. You must have great power to call me here. I don't have much time, I think. And he coughs out another like root, like as a dandelion just falls out of his mouth. And creaks again. "How can I help?"
Well, I've while I've here, I transformed into my other self, as you can see, in order to face the many dangers that are here in this world. And with the Blossom Sovereign watching us, I know she's seen it, and I know she now knows that I'm, my allegiance is to you into the sleeping court, and I suspect that is going to be quite an offense to a sovereign to have someone else from another court in their demesne.
It is indeed a grave betrayal, horribly impolite for a fae of one sovereign court to intrude upon another without invitation. Yes. But I suppose the good news is the Sleeping Court and the Blossom Court have not had direct bad blood between them. I think your fears are correct, and the Blossom Sovereign is not going to look favorably on this, but you have played her games so far. Perhaps she can be persuaded that your intrusion was truly just in the name of playing her game, of reaching her. Yes, perhaps there is an opportunity here.
Indeed. We still have much to do before we are hopefully successful, but if we do get that chance to speak with her, my main question is that I was hoping that we could say that we have the backing of the Sleeping Court, so that we could say that we already have one ally on our side who knows our plan and thinks this is a proper course of action.
And you see his, jaws kind of, his tongue moves around his jaws and it closes very tight, right, as those draconic teeth sort of... Well, I suppose there's no harm now in you claiming this, since she will assume it anyway. Your presence now revealed. Fine. I will return to our master and try to communicate this. But I caution you, young one. The sleeping dragon will not take favorably to repeat attempts, waving his sovereignty around.
I understand. I would not ask for this if I did not believe it was a really, truly desperate time, and I, of course, am happy to pay this favor back.
Well, we must make sure that you get out of here, then, and that she will be willing to speak with you when the time comes. If there is anything you can do now, here, to show her as she watches, that you understand her kingdom, her asks, her rules, and you appreciate what she has done for you thus far, allowing you to step closer and closer. It will go a long way to smoothing the road to actually speak with her. Show her with your actions.
Thank you. That is what I needed to hear.
Fae like her who love playing games, it is an expression of their cleverness. They want to see others enjoy the experience, as strange as that may seem.
I've been struggling with understanding the point of these games, but I'll see to it that we make a case for ourselves.
You have had a small taste of immortality, but once you learn what it is to live forever, I suspect you will understand a lot more of the pleasure Fae derive from games and trivialities. It is not so trivial when it is all you have to live for.
And I think that hits her really hard. And yeah, she nods very solemnly, her brows deep in consternation, and she says, "All right, I know you haven't much time, but thank you for coming to me.
Yes.
I will speak again in a more appropriate environment soon, I hope."
Yes, this was incredibly uncomfortable. I would not like to do it again. He says, and there's another groan of this twisted tree that you're not sure if it's him or the surroundings. And then all of the leaves, like, on this strange tree just fall in a deluge of rainbow. And you, like, snap back into yourself. And you're, like, talking, like, leaning up against one of these trees in the forest. And you must have been, like, I don't know. You kind of, like, wiped away some drool, like you were sleepwalking, like, hugging this tree. Whatever. But you're not too far away from your companions. But it's a very odd experience.
She like wipes it off her face and she's looking around like, what just happened? And it's like, what? Gets a look around her surroundings and heads back and heads back to bed.
Yeah, that was bizarre. But yeah, you did it. And you know that over the next hour or so, your faintness goes away. Is it any better than last time? Because you know what to expect, or worse?
Yeah, both.
Yeah. Right.
In one sense, like, it doesn't have that element of surprise.
Yeah.
But dread replaces surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is going to be every time, I think.
Yeah.
Every time, as your mortalness returns to you. All the smells and the feelings and the but yeah, you sleep through it. And then the morning comes. You blessedly were not disturbed during the night. You are all back to full long rest, get all your stuff, recharge items. Hell yeah. You're in a very nice part of the forest because you're still pretty close to the center where the tree cover isn't total. So you're woken up by, you know, the gentle sunlight, like, drifting through the trees. It's the dappled glow of dawn. Very picturesque if, you know, you don't focus too hard on where you are and all the dangers surrounding you.
How is Brooke aging in this place? Like, is it the same as the normal time passing, or does the time feel kind of weird?
So Rook seems to have some kind of internal human clock in just the same way that you all age, you know, a day over the course of 24 hours, whether you're in the Fae where there's no time or not. Sometimes you do. It's hard to tell, but she always ages a year every 24 hours, no matter where she is. And a curse made by Fae, certainly being in the Fae, is not going to make you immune to it, unfortunately. So she's getting towards her 60s now, I think. She's going to be 58, 59. So she's definitely starting to move a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Yep. But she's putting on a brave face. Or, you know, the stone cold bitch face she always has, regardless. But yeah, she creaks and pops as she stands up, you know, like all of her joints. And she's like, I hate sleeping on the ground. It never used to bother me.
Do some sun salutes and get a little limber.
Yeah. She's definitely doing
Happy to carry any extra things you want to, you know, lighten your load.
No, I'm fine.
Not that you can't, but, you know, I got some stuff to spare, some muscle to spare.
I'm
Yeah, you do, girl.
Yeah, I'm fine, but thanks. I just try not to slow you down.
I don't think we could. I think it'd be a good thing to slow down in a place like this, honestly. So,
yeah. All right, what's the plan?
To the fountain.
Okay. We should be getting close, right?
North.
North. All right. So, as a reminder, hex crawling. So first we're going to pick north, and then we got to pick our pace. So as a reminder, if we're moving at a slow pace, we can keep perception checks up, and we can sneak, but we have an option. We might move one space, or we might move only half a space. Normal, we're guaranteed to move one space right here. Wait, what am I saying? Let me look at my notes so I'm not just saying the wrong things.
Shit.
I'm just making shit up,
That's the job of a DM.
That is actually my... Wow, okay. I have 20 things in notes here, and I don't have that one... Hang on. 1 second. God
Nope.
damn it.
Are you guys down to hustle for the first couple rolls?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to get my new print. I'll be right back.
Okay, bye, King. It's just me. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself.
I'm here. It's just the green screen cutting me out.
She's back. She returned from the abyss.
My kitty cat is being a needy little baby, so
I know,
I'm trying to give her
mine's
attention.
Mine are just starting to run around outside and do cartwheels as dinner approaches.
Yeah.
They still haven't figured out the time change happened, so they're...
Gandalf has like 9 designated spots for him in my office, and he's just sleeping on the floor like an asshole.
Sweet old baby. Our wizard arrives precisely where he means to, Katie, and sleeps there. Oh, yeah, okay. Hex crawl, turn procedures. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I actually have in my clipboard sheets. Y'all.
Very nice.
Y'all. Yeah.
How old is Zora now, by the way?
She's 4.
Gandalf is turning 12 this year, and he's getting to be like cranky. Like every night, he can't sleep in our bedroom because I'm allergic, but I let him like snuggle with me for a little bit, and every night Devin comes to bed and he goes and he like normally used to just kind of give him a little butt tap and he'd be like, all right, I'm out of here, and he'd leave. But now he's like, I'm not moving.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me, humans. You gotta move.
This is mine.
Okay, so reminder, so when we set the pace, we can go fast. We'll basically roll a d4. On a 1 to 2, you move 1 hex, or 3 to 4, you move 2 hexes. You cannot use stealth. Normal, you just move 1 hex. You don't have to roll a d4. Slow, roll a d4. If you roll a 1 to 2, you have to move a half, or a 3 to 4, you get to move 1 full hex, and you can do stealth. So what is it, team?
I think we can hustle.
Gotta go fast. Live life fast. Okay.
I mean, sorry, Rook. I take it right back. We're gonna hustle.
She's like, I don't care. She's like, just stop talking about it. Doing that. Like, don't call any attention to it. All right. So let's go ahead and somebody roll me that D4 to see if we can move the 2 full hexes or just the 1.
I got a 4.
Nice. Okay. So we can move the 2. So that means that after we resolve these encounters, you will be arriving at your destination, the fountain, which I'm sure will be super easy and have no problems at all. What?
I don't believe you.
You should. I'm here to help you. Okay, let me make sure we move here.
She's beefing us up with magic weapons and things
I'm
so that she can
giving
destroy
you so
us.
many magic things. So many. Okay. All right. So somebody go ahead, and you know the rule. We roll a d20 to see if we get an encounter.
Go for it, Nassim.
Oh. That's 18.
Okay. All right. So that's just a straight random roll on the encounter table. It could be good. It could be bad. Who knows? Yep. And so we don't have a penalty or a bonus to that because it's hour 1. So, yep. Go ahead and roll me a d12 to see what kind of encounter you get. It's a reminder, you want low. Low is good.
All right. That is an 8.
That is not good. Okay. All right. An encounter, you say?
Huh? Who said that?
I
You.
didn't say that.
You
Oh,
said
you're hearing
it.
things.
This first
Oh.
one we're moving in is a forest, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. So they are both forests. Let me double check if the fountain is technically. Oh, no, I lied to you. So actually, as you move to the north, you are in the ruins now. So the terrain actually changes around you. So both the one just south of the fountain is the ruins terrain, and the fountain itself is also technically on ruins terrain. So as you are moving through this area here, the trees start to thin out, and you come to a place where you had visited the ruins terrain once before. You had kind of dipped up here to like check things out when you had initially found Ravane. But yeah, it looks like just the ruins of some vast civilization, right? It's like almost entering an entire city that has just been crumbled, and lost to time. So everywhere around you, you're passing, through the shadow of like ruined walls, or you just see these titanic statues, right? That now like the head and the torso are gone, and you pass by like the giant, sculpted feet of this. At some points you're actually like picking through the actual like the foundations of a castle, right? And it's all overgrown, and like you're just having to climb over these discarded streets and smashed bricks. You have no idea what the hell happened in the city, but it was obviously something catastrophic as you're picking your way through the remains of this civilization. And as you are making your way through a particularly kind of rocky patch here where it just looks like you're basically stepping over like the brick foundations of whatever was built on top of this thing. Which encounter? Hang on, let me get my folder.
Who was that?
This is me, Celeste. In the ruins. This is my ruins voice. No, oh god. Are you kidding me? I'd actually sound like that by the end of this. Let's see. We're all feeling pretty fresh, ain't we?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're feeling fresh. Okay. So, you're picking your way through the ruins of this place, and as you're looking at it, imagine like the Greek Parthenon, right? So it's this giant rectangular structure, and these like chunks of marble are all around it. And some of the columns that probably held up this roof are still standing, but most of them have fallen or toppled to the side. And as you rise like over the crest of one of these pillars, scramble over the top of it, a sound, a weird tinny flute sound, like a pipe of some kind, starts to echo through like the vast and ruined like stone halls that surround you, and the music is strange and haunting, and you're having a hard time placing it because there is still enough of the stone and marble around here to make the sound bounce sort of weirdly. You're not entirely sure where it's coming from.
Can I turn on my all-seeing glasses and do a magic vision?
Magic. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a detect magic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So as you are looking around here, you realize that there is definitely a major illusion that has sort of like been cast over this space. So there's illusory magic that seems to be affecting like this area of terrain around you. And it's subtle, which means that it's a very high level spell. But you suddenly get the feeling that you maybe can't trust everything as it appears here.
Ooh. Guys, be really careful. There's illusion magic everywhere.
Yeah. It's like this whole building has been kind of cast over this illusory veil.
Do we want to keep moving while I've got this on and I can kind of pick out does it like allow me to like pick out what is real and what isn't, or
No, because the magic itself is just cast over the area, right? So you're not sure. You need something like true sight or some ability to see through illusions.
well, Emily has true sight for 120 feet.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Well,
girl.
she's like, what? You're so needy.
I know. I just love you so much, though. I was wondering if you could tell me exactly what you're seeing as we move through this area, because there's a lot of illusion happening.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. Well, you're standing in a. Sorry, are you drunk? Is that what's happening here, or drunk
no.
junkies? None for your friend Emily? No, well,
No. Little bit of a dire straits moment here, right here. But no, there's just magic, and I can't see what is real and what isn't. So.
Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, well, you're standing at a crossroads, and you can turn left, go forward, or move right. Looks like pretty standard stuff.
All right. Left, forward, right. Emily's gonna try to guide us here.
Yeah, so any of those archways will do. And you're like, you do not see any archways in front of you.
So weird. Okay.
So I hate it. I'm gonna turn my glasses off, by the way, so I don't keep using the stuff. Okay. Do we want to just keep moving forward? Is that the way to the next tile would be forward?
Probably.
Right? Yeah.
Well, you were sure before you walked into a magic illusion clusterfuck. Yeah.
All right, forward.
Forward march.
Forward.
Tony, you go first.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I think, as we're going forward, Aoife would take the moment to cast. Yeah, I think she's going to. Oh, I don't know. This is so weird.
It is weird because it looks so normal. Like you're in an open air ruin that stretches out for all this tile, but apparently you're moving somehow through corridors and structures. And also, by the way illusion magic works, the more you think about it, like, you just start to get, like, an extreme headache, right? If you focus too hard on, like, what you're actually doing versus what you're seeing, you can feel that oppressive quality, like, of the magic as your senses are trying, like, screaming at you that everything is okay. Everything is okay. When your rational brain is like, no.
Yeah, I think she's gonna cast see invisibility on herself, just because she feels like with all this illusory magic, there's probably something lurking around here somewhere.
Yeah, and by the way, all of you can continue to hear that strange flute, like, and it doesn't sound like any normal flute. It's odd. It's an alien sounding instrument. Not like anything you've heard before, even you, Aoife, with all of your bardic experience coming from a family of musicians. You've never quite, like, that weird lilting melody. It's weird.
If you do happen to see an instrument, maybe like a flute sort of wind type instrument, please do let me know, Emily.
Yeah, okay. So we're moving forward. We're kind of in a stone room. It's sort of circular, and oh shit, I think there are people here. And I guess, Aoife, you would have the very uncomfortable experience of, like, as you're looking and sort of looking ahead of you down, you get almost that, like, when you're about to pass out, right, and the world looks very long and far away, all of a sudden it kind of snaps back. You can see that there are invisible shapes, like, down below, like, steps. You can't really tell how close they are, but it looks like there's about 4 of them, and they're standing in this circle, and they're all facing each other and fixated on this fifth creature that's, like, playing this strange alien pipe. And as you look at them, they're swaying back and forth. It's almost hypnotic to look at them. They have these long, like moth antennae, like sprouted from their heads, and gray, almost silvery, like chitinous skin. And you can just make out sort of these red eyes. And as they move and shift, their legs that have that insectoid, almost like grasshopper quality, right? They chirp, and they're moving and adding to the strange tinniness of this flute.
Aoife will help the party and say, up ahead, I can tell that there are these invisible creatures. 4 of them, or is it all 5 of them, or just 4 of them look like the...
So all of them look like this strange, almost like moth human thing. So it's the 4 normal ones, and then the 5 is the pipe player that they're all fixated on.
There are 5 of these creatures. They're almost like flies. And 4 of them are standing in a circle around the 5th one, who's playing the instrument.
Oh. Well, we should probably take out the one playing the instrument then, I would guess. Should we go in?
Take out? I mean, maybe it's keeping whatever those weird creatures are docile.
Yeah, I just worry that we're gonna get pulled in. We should put some shit in our ears. Not literal, but
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if there's some mud or something.
Mud, ew, girl. Here, she like rips some of her clothes.
You never get a little dirt in your ears? Come on.
Just throw it in. Oh, muddy ears.
Oh, muddy ears. That's what they used to call me in my army days. Oh no!
It's just a symptom of swamp madness. Just want to put mud in your ears.
Bundle up little pieces of fabric to stick in her ears, and suggest the same.
Yeah. And as you do that, and the sound, like, sort of, you block it, and you're like you can't hear it fully anymore. And like when you really do push your hands to your ears and you can't hear the piping anymore, the world sort of snaps into focus around you as you can see that you are indeed in some kind of building. There is a roof here. You're not sure how you came here, but it's like all of a sudden time reversed itself and the building reassembled all around you, right? And you're in this like vaulted, almost like a dungeon chamber of some kind, right? Like there's this long stone hallway just filled with darkness behind you. And as you're looking down the stone amphitheater's steps, you can see these creatures now like in perfect clarity. Like these things swaying back and forth as this flute is playing, and it does seem like they're pretty blissed out like now as you're like listening to this, but clearly it's the flute that is making this illusion around you.
Yeah, Lou looks like she's gonna be sick for a second as everything kind of snaps into place. She's like, holy shit, okay, yeah, plug your ears and you'll be able to see.
Nice. Are you all following suit? Yeah. Okay. So you do, and like you feel, okay, all right. You all now reality snaps into place, and you figure out where you are and where you actually were. But the process of like these conversations and these whispers and going here, and you are traveling at a fast pace. So remember, you cannot be stealthy. You have been perceived, my friends. And as it's like the last of you, like blocking your ears, and you're kind of going, yeah, nice, okay, cool, right? One of you, Rook will like wave her hands, like point back at them, and you see these creatures leaping towards you. The one with the pipe has like now dropped it and is like holding out a hand forward like a get 'em sort of gesture, and you can tell that they're talking to each other, but you can't hear them as they are leaping now towards you, and you can see that their legs are bent backwards. I just looked up the word for this, bidernal or something, almost like satyr legs, except that they are definitely clearly chitinous and have like those long powerful insectoid legs that allow them to jump. Let's roll some initiative.
All right.
Let's get into a fight.
Oh my god.
That sounds good.
A 6.
A 6. Oh, Lord.
I got a 5.
Wow, guys.
Ooh,
9.
hell yeah!
Y'all. Okay. Sorry, Eva, that was a 5, and Tony, that was a 9. Oh, Lord. Okay, Rook, let's get your character sheet. Redeem these people. I think she did take a Tales of the Valiant Feat, though. She can't get below a 10
Oh, nice.
for hers. It's like the equivalent of alertness, basically. Okay, there we go. Rook has an 18. And let's roll for some baddies, shall we? I'll do them in pairs. How about that? Okay.
How many did you say there were? 6?
So there are 5 total. 4 little minion ones,
And one biggie.
and then 1 piper. And the piper is not lunging forward. The piper is clearly going to stay back and, do some bullshit.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Okay. Oop, they rolled better than you. For sure. Okay, and we will do... Oh, the Piper rolled like dog shit, though, so that's good to go. Alright, let me write out some stats real quick, and we're gonna fight some dudes. Okay. A1... Problem when you don't know what you're gonna roll, you can't set up all these stats and nice little thingies beforehand. Okay.
So do we feel like that the Piper is going to keep trying to maybe try and charm us? Because I'm thinking of maybe starting off with my Clarity of Thought bardic performance, if we think that we're gonna get some charming mind controlling magic.
I think it's probably safe to assume if they were using an illusion to fuck your mind before getting here that they're gonna keep on doing some bullshit.
Yeah, if I'm getting mind fucked, I want to use protection.
Yeah, I would like some bardic protection, please.
Thanks for laughing, Celeste.
I got you, girl.
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
All right, and that's the Piper. Okay,
I am gonna probably be trying to get to the Piper as quickly as possible and focus on them.
Yes, I agree. I think now that we are fully engaged, it's time to take it out.
Engaged. Yes. So
I have a... Go ahead.
So now that you can see the room clearly, I'll say the Piper is standing at like the center of this room, like down a few steps, but they're pretty soft, like level steps, so it'll just be normal terrain in this room. So they're about 60 feet away from you. These things are moving fast, running towards you. So they were probably about 30 feet away at the start of their turn. And we're starting off with 2 of these creatures. You can see that they pull out these spears that almost have like these twisting... It's like a blade made of a black alien metal that you have never seen before. It looks almost like star-studded as you're seeing these things like whip out these spears to come and move towards you here. And they're going to go ahead and go for, I think Rook is in the front because of scouting, and Tony. So that makes sense. 1 for each of you. So, multi-attack. Interesting. Their art has spears, but they have daggers. Okay, so they actually come out with freaky daggers as they're walking towards you, trying to do a stabbies.
This moth gang.
Yeah, moth boys. Okay. Where'd I hide my dice? There we go. Let's see. Okay, a 10 won't hit you, Tony, I'm assuming. Okay. Will a 17 hit you?
I guess if my shield isn't out, well, because remind me, the same number does hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it meets, it beats. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then it does.
Okay. All right. So 1 of these dagger hits slams down into you, and you feel stibbity stabbed for 7 piercing damage. And as it hits you too, this strange like wave of nausea comes over you as you realize these are poisoned daggers.
Oof.
Oh, that's going to be 13 poison damage.
Gosh.
From that. And yeah, as it cuts you, like where you can see, your blood oozes out black, like mixed with whatever the fluid of this poison is. Icky. How does Rick do? Okay, Rook also takes 1 dagger hit from these things, but the other bounces off of her swords. Okay, and then we move along. And then Rook is going to, well, she's right up in their face. So she is going to do a crossbow hit. Luckily, she has the feet, so she doesn't have penalties. So she gets a good hit off on one of them. Okay, and then Tony, we come to you. So there's one all up in your face that just cut you, and Rook is dealing with her other one. The other 2 are 30 feet away, and then the Piper is 60 feet away from you.
Well, I guess let's try and clear the path for someone else to get to the Piper. I'll go after the guy in my face.
Yeah.
With my sword!
Right. Sword!
Do it.
You try.
We're gonna do it one-handed. So I can have my shield out and boost my AC, please.
All right, I'll take it.
Ooh, that was a natural 20 to hit, though.
Okay.
Hell
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
go.
we're coming out swinging, starting things off.
That's what I like to see.
All
Where's that
right.
D8? Plus, that's 11 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Please.
Okay. Yeah. So, your sword is magic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That seems to make a difference here.
Good.
Which makes you believe these creatures may be fae of some kind. All right, and give me a characteristic of this one, too. Like a notable thing that distinguishes it from the others.
This one's wings are purple.
So
It does
don't
have wings.
have-
It's an
they don't have
insect-like thing.
wings. Let me see if I can hold up this, if you can see this.
Yeah, I want to see. I can't visualize this. Oh, okay.
So,
I see.
they've
That is
got, like,
not what I was seeing.
Red eyes, and their feet are sort of these, like, insectoid cricket people.
I was, oh my God, what's it called?
Let's see.
I was totally envisioning that Venomoth, like, basically.
Well, they're sort of like humanoid.
Yeah.
And here's another one.
Then instead of its wings, the little like fibers off its antenna, the moth-like
Yeah.
antenna, are purple. That's
Ooh, okay, purple. All right.
Venture
This one
Maiden's
is
purple.
This
to
one
be
is
clear.
Prince. Okay, so purple for
Prince,
Prince,
yeah.
obviously. Okay, so you're hitting Prince. All right, so 11, yep. Ow. Didn't like it. Anything else?
Hey, good. Yeah, another one.
Wow, rude.
So are we surprised? No.
No.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, these things
Then
don't
that's-
appear to be wearing much in the way of armor other than their chitinous, like, skin. They look almost like cult robes, if you had to... Had to say. Yeah. Sorry, what was that damage? What was that?
Another 6 damage.
Ew. So yeah, you're hitting it, and you feel the cracking of their chitinous skin as you whap them with your sword. Anything else?
I'll hold off for now.
Okay. Then that's going to bring
Oh
us
no,
to...
sorry. I will take my defensive stance. That's it. That's how I end.
Right. Take the defensive stance. Good show. And then we come to the other 2, the ones who are 30 feet away. So at this point, you see that one of these creatures actually takes out a smaller version of like that pipe that it's almost like a pan flute sort of style version of clearly whatever that alien metal instrument is, and begins playing this weird melody that assaults your senses. So Tony... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so only the creature they're affecting can hear the melody. So only Tony would hear the weird song this thing is playing on this, and I need you to make a wisdom save for me, please. Oh, Aoife hasn't
18?
started the charm yet.
17.
17. Okay. 17 is good because as like you feel that tune, something like it's like your feet start shuffling around, almost like they're like not in your control, and you're like, quiet down as you focus through whatever that was and keep your focus. So you're not affected, but that was just their bonus action. And you see these things like, it puts down the flute, and that didn't seem to do anything to you. So it like throws out one long, like dark hand and a bolt, like it's almost like acidic green goo hurls from it as it's trying to hit you with a poison bolt. Let's see. Ooh, 22.
God damn it.
Yeah, they're rolling hot. Okay, 12 poison damage as this thing just like and like oozes all over you, and you can like see where it's like starting to like coat your armor, and it's sticky and it's gross. It's really gross. Oh, it gets to do 2 of those, so it's gonna try and hit you with another poison bolt.
Oh my god!
But that's only 14 to hit you, so nope. And then the other one will keep on poison bolting. Let's see. Just attack Rook, because you guys are both still in the front. Okay. Both of those miss Rook, but let's see if she... this other one also tries to hold up a pipe, clearly makes her save, though. So that is great. And then we're going to go to Lou.
All right, guys, I'm just fucking going for it. So
Yeah.
I am going to disengage, cut through everybody, action, dash, and get right up onto the flute. And that is my action, or my turn.
Okay, yeah, you're going for it, and you can see, like, as this creature is, like, reaching in slow motion almost up to, like, put the pipe back to their lips, they're like, oh my god, you see the red eyes just, like, tracking as you're running, like, so fast at them. Ugh. Okay, but Aoife, we move to you.
Yeah, right before Lou takes off, Aoife reaches out and extends a warm, caring hand to give her a bardic inspiration for her bonus action, and then pulls out Swan and plays, like, as I imagine, this kind of, like, weird, strange melodies full of, like, weird, like, minor keys and everything. So she plays, like, the opposite of this very bright, bombastic, like, major key song. So doing her...
Drown it out with a happy song.
Hell yeah. So she's doing Clarity of Thought. So we cannot be charmed, and we'll have advantage on saves against being frightened. And if one of us is charmed, then they'll have advantage on the next save that they would make.
Nice. All right, cool. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Anything else?
Nope, that's her.
Okay. All right. Okay, then we get our Piper gets to respond now that Lou is up in its face, up in its business. Let me see. We could do that. Or we could do that. It's nice. They have, so their bonus action, they get to pipe, and I have a variety of songs I can choose from, which is fun for me. So, Lou, as you hear this creature does finally get the flute into their mouth and starts, like, playing a weird alien tune, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. I'm gonna say it's not specifically a charm effect, but I think with Aoife's, like, counter charm, I think this works great. It's Fey on Fey stuff, so roll with advantage on this.
Okay, that's a 14, 15.
Okay,
Plus 1.
A 15 is just what you needed. Lucky you. All right, fine. My bonus action doesn't work on you. So then this thing is like, and just pulls out 2 daggers. When in doubt, dagger out. Here we go. Oh, if 2... Oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, natural 20. Oop. Oop. Oh, this is clearly a typo in the Monster Vault book, but it says plus 56 to hit. So
That's very funny.
Incredible. I'm gonna put that on the raw sheet for later. But yep. I just
so funny.
That's
I am
hilarious.
going to use my uncanny dodge on this if they're critting.
Okay, yeah, so let's see, that's gonna be 6 piercing damage plus 10 piercing damage, so that would be 10 piercing damage total, and then the necrotic damage from the worst poison is really what's gonna suck. So, here we go, okay. Are you keeping track of damage, what I've said so far?
Yeah, you said 10 so
Okay,
far.
alright, okay, so 7... 11, 16, 19, 25, 29 necrotic damage.
So 39 damage total.
Woo! Critical hit. And the second dagger's coming in.
Okay.
Oh, but the second dagger is only, plus 56 to hit will definitely hit you. So a 14, I'm assuming, does not hit you.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Oh, shit, this one gets to make 3 dagger attacks, so I got one more.
Overachiever.
Oh, no, but that's only an 11. It got so excited it hit you so hard, it just couldn't do it again. It was just as surprised as you when it, like, stabbed right in your heart, and it's like, ah!
Oh my god, I did it again!
Oh my god! So violent. Okay, we're gonna jump back up to the top with the Salangs that. Oops, sorry, that's what they're called. That first attacked you. But I'm gonna refill my wine real quick.
Okay. What do you guys think that the chances are that all these creatures have the Blossom Court template so that they're vulnerable to fire damage?
I think it's very likely.
I'm wondering if I should stab or if I should do scald. 48, 88, that'd be fucking good.
I think do it. Why not?
YOLO,
Yeah.
as the kids say. Or
You got
so
a
I
new
hear.
toy. Use it.
Yeah, I do. I really want that spell to hit. I tried to make it hit on the dragon, but it didn't work.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that dragon really done fucked us up.
Is that Arctic performance, or I guess that's Bardic, but the B.
Oh,
is
yeah.
gone.
I think get the B.
Arctic.
Arctic performance. Is that something that you have to maintain concentration on, or is it like you did it and now it lasts for however long?
I have to keep playing
Oh,
every
it does
minute.
say it continues, yeah.
Yeah, but Aoife has to spend just a bonus action every round maintaining it, but that can be the same bonus action Aoife would normally use to do the Bardic Inspiration anyway, so it's not too heavy attacks on the Bard. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Aoife is playing basically the whole time, so we're having counter flutes, it's Battle of the Flutes situation going on. All right.
Real jazzy battle happening.
Hell yeah, it is. Okay, so, Prince is going to try and attack you again, Tony. Because you're just right here. Why not? Oh, actually, they get their little pipe thing, too. I didn't do it the first round. But yeah, go ahead and make me a wisdom save with advantage. Because of
You did do it
Aoife's
the first round.
countertone.
It didn't work.
No, I did it for the other two.
Oh,
Everybody got a
advantage.
flute.
Thank goodness.
They all have pocket flutes.
Oh, I don't think
Why
that's
is
going to
that
do it
so
anyway.
intimidating?
I don't know.
I got a 9 with advantage.
Oh my. Oh my. So you are going to be that same tune that it tried to play before finally worms its way into your ears, even despite Aoife's best efforts to counter it. So you are affected by the Capering song. So on the target's next turn, it must use all your movement dancing without leaving its space, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saves, as just you like wildly have to move to this music. It's just compelling you to use all of your movement, and obviously you have noodle arms, so it's going to be disadvantage on that. Oh no. So it's gonna be like, haha, it got you. And also it's very freaky watching your friend dance to music that you can't hear. So that's just bizarre experience for everyone. But let's do some stabs. Oh no, 24.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You know what? It's the first fight of the day. You guys are full up. Don't worry about it.
Not for long, baby.
That's the name of the adventure game. Okay. That's going to be 4 piercing damage. And then only 4 poison damage. Lucky you. But it's got 1 more dagger strike. Okay. And then That's only a 10 to hit. So that one doesn't. You're wildly flailing. It seems to also distract this one from hitting you. And it's gonna move back towards, basically, it does its stabbies, and it tries to get out of there, and it's gonna run 30 feet back towards its Piper friend that is now being attacked by Lou. So you do have a reaction here.
Oh. Okay.
If you want to try an attack of opportunity.
I do want to try to attack.
It will be with disadvantage, but you can sure try.
Oh God. What is that? 13 gonna hit?
A 13 will not. So you're just like, your arm betrays you at the last minute, and you bounce off of the chitinous shell, and this thing kind of laughs at you and moves 30 feet back. So it's basically now standing in a line. Prince is standing in a line with these other ones. And then the one that is attacking Rook right now, Aoife, why don't you give me a notable trait, because it's about to attack you instead, because it doesn't like you doing your counter flute.
What the heck?
Fair.
I love it.
It's killing their vibe.
Like all of the edges of its chitin are just flecked with silver.
Ooh, a silver fox. Okay. All right, we got Silver Fox, who is, like, looking at Rook, and, you know, it's going fine, but clearly, like, you playing a flute, no, we can't have that. We cannot have that here. So it is going to go ahead and, like, it looks in your face as it's playing a flute and, like, trying to get in your head about you playing a flute. So go ahead and make me that wisdom save at advantage.
That is... Oh, Lord, a 10.
Oh, no. Okay. That's not good at all. So you are going to be hit with the disorienting tune. So as this happens, the target is incapacitated until the end of its next turn, and when it moves in a random direction. So suddenly the Aoife's music stops as you're just incapacitated. Like I don't know what happens to you in your mind. It's just this music like worms in there and does something to you.
Oh man, yeah, I think playing such like a difference in kind of melodies, I think it really, yeah, like brings into brings up that feeling of like the kind of room closing in, kind of feeling at the edge of passing out, and it like her brain just kind of snaps off for a second as she almost like starts to fall back, but catches herself.
Oof, yeah. Yeah, it is not good as this happens, but yeah, it is enough to like knock you out of that bardic performance and just throw you for a loop. And as you're incapacitated, I'm just double checking. You just can't take actions or reactions. So when it hits you, it's just gonna roll normal. It doesn't do anything beyond that. But yeah, it's gonna try and cut you with 2 daggers here. Okay, but only a 10. Wow, okay, and a 9. Oh my god. So it incapacitated you, and it's like trying to like hit around you, but Rook's body is just too big as this is happening, and it is also going to try and back up 30 feet. So Rook is going to try and nails it with a crossbow bolt. So Silver Fox
Carry the team.
Yeah. Silver Fox is actually hurting quite a bit from all of the shots Rook has gotten off on it, but it is still in there. And so now officially all 4 of the like minion creatures are standing like kind of in a cluster together, and still 60 feet away from most of you, except for Lou, is our main piper. Furiously piping. Okay. And that was... Oh, Rook. Yep. Okay, here we go. All right, doing work. Okay. She fucking kills Silver Fox. She just nails him with crossbow bolts. They're Fae. Nice. It's her favorite type. She's like advantage on every save against him. No fucking problem. She's got the murder look in her eyes. She's staring him down. All right, so that's Rook, and then Tony, we come to you. So you have to use all of your movement here in this space. So you can't move for the turn, but you can if you have a ranged weapon or... Yes,
spell?
you do. You definitely have a longbow, and you can cast spells.
I don't have a longbow.
Yeah, we
When did I have
definitely
a
made sure to
longbow?
give you. I specifically gave one to you when you were on Gidget's ship, and they just had a bunch of bows around.
I
Just
don't
for
know if
this.
I didn't realize I kept that. It's not on my thing. Okay.
You have a longbow.
Fuck.
You're a fighter and can carry a lot. You have a longbow.
Proficiency plus dexterity. Roll that.
Yeah.
Let me write
And then I
that before I
believe
forget
it's
it.
a D8, right?
Yeah.
For the damage? Okay.
D10 for a longbow?
D10?
For damage. I think so.
Okay, you said it was proficiency plus what? Say that again?
Dexterity modifier.
Dex 6. Okay, great. All right, then. I guess we're going to try and
We're doing it
wobbly
live.
whilst
Oh, it is
we
only
dance.
D8. You're right. I was thinking crossbow.
Oh, okay. Real quick.
So damage will be
If you can
dex
hit me.
mod plus D8.
Oh, well, I guess I have to do it at disadvantage though, because I just rolled
Yeah.
a natural 20. Fuck.
Oh.
Aww.
R.I.P.
Now it's a 6 plus 5, so 11
Well-
to hit.
Oh, I gave it to Lou.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
unfortunately, your shot, you just can't control your arms and it goes wide, and you miss this shot. But you can make another attack. You can try again.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. Okay.
So your bow isn't magical, so if you do hit, it's going to do less damage. But
16?
A 16 will hit.
Here we go.
So it's roll that d8 and then add your dexterity modifier.
Huh.
Ooh.
8.
8. Okay. And since it is not a magical weapon, they have resistance, so that is going to have to 4. But it's still something. I'm assuming, are you shooting Prince?
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that.
He all fucked up like this.
Okay, so you get a shot off, despite your body betraying you. So congratulations. All right.
Great.
Thank
And
you.
then we come to the other pair who just think this is. Lou, you attacked their leader, so I think they're gonna turn around and
Technically, I didn't attack anyone.
Oh, I guess you were just up in the Piper's face, and they're like, "Yo, that's our musician here." So they're both gonna try and hit you with some pipies. So make me 2 wisdom saving throws. No advantage because Aoife is getting her mind blown over.
Jesus. That's a 14 and a 10. That ain't great.
Oh no, that's 2 failures. Oy. Oh no, 14 meets. Okay, the 14 is fine. That was your number for the little guys. But the 10
cool.
is going to hit you with. Okay. And now the counter charm isn't up, so you are hit with the haunting tune. The target is frightened until the end of its next turn, and on its turn, it must take the dash action and move away from the creature by the safest available route until there is nowhere to move. So why don't we go ahead and give me a physical characteristic of this one that is playing this tune?
I think he's got just like a super cute sash, and it's
cool.
got little stars on it.
Oh,
He's very fashionable.
Star shit sash. Okay. All right. So this one sashes up towards you. And as you're afraid of it, it knows that, and it's going to move 30 feet to be standing next to you and the leader. So on your turn, you will be frightened and have to move away from the leader. Yeah, it's going to stab you.
That's fair.
Daggers. 17?
That does hit, but I'm gonna use shield.
Yeah, okay. So your shield goes up, and then the 13 will also miss you as it... and your shield... Have we described what color that is yet? Do we know what that looks like?
It's silver. It looks like a pot lid.
Ah, yes, a giant floating magical pot lid defends you. Hell yeah. All right, and then the other one is going to, seeing that you have handled that situation, it already burnt its bonus action here, but it's going to throw a bolt at Tony, assuming Tony's going to be mad and run up as soon as Tony stops dancing like a fool. 17.
I mean, I guess it hits me because I'm dancing, so I can't really use my shield.
No, you can. You can use your shield. It doesn't say you're like incapacitated.
Then no.
Dab it in the way.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, you can dance with your shield, sort of, it's awkward, but it's happening. So this poison bolt splatters uselessly off your shield, but the second one is coming in, also is going to miss you with a 16. So your shield manages to block these blows here. And then that's going to bring us to Lou. So you are afraid. You have to move away.
So, do I have to actually use my entire action to dash, or do I just...
Yes, the target is frightened until the end of its next turn, and on its turn, it must take the dash action and move away from the creature by the safest available route.
Can I use my bonus action to dash?
No, because I think it says you have to use dash, like, as your action. I think that's the intention of the rule, but... that's an interesting question. I'll let you do it as a bonus action just in this situation.
Okay.
For now. But I don't think that's how the rule always works. But here it will. I'm feeling benevolent.
Thank you.
I keep hitting you with my mad pipe songs, dropping my beats, so...
All right.
Yeah, you're hitting us with that mad pipe.
Yeah, mad piping skills.
Okay.
I think Sage is the only one who got that.
Oh, hit that mad pipe.
I guess I go 60 feet away. What can I do from 60 feet away?
420
How far does that go? Damage increases when you reach 5th level. Okay. I'm gonna do a firebolt back at the main piper.
Bail. All right. Throw your fire at me.
Okay. +5, so 17.
Okay. That'll hit.
Woo!
Good.
All right. 2d10. Holy shit! Spells. I don't have a d10 out. What do you think? I am a wizard.
You are a wizard.
All right. That's a 4 and an 8, so 12.
Okay. Yep. So 12 fire damage as you hit this thing. It doesn't like it.
Can I tell? And this is just for me because I'm very curious. Does this do more damage, like a Blossom Corp fire vulnerability, or?
No, it seems these creatures, while they are clearly in this like arena, they don't appear to have any of the qualities of like a sovereign court citizens. Yeah, no flowers or vines or characteristic nonsense. Yeah. All right.
Just curious.
No. Anything else for you, Lou?
No, that's all my stuff.
Okay, Aoife.
I'm incapacitated. Was that just for the one turn?
Yeah. Let me double check that was the disorienting. Yeah, target incapacitated until the end of its next turn. And when it moves in a random direction. So you do move. So why don't you roll a D, or I guess you don't have to move, but if you do, it'll be random.
The group of them you said are 30 feet away from Rook and I right now?
Yeah, they all basically ran back, taking the opportunity while you were incapacitated to biddity bounce.
Yeah, I think Aoife will, she rests a steadying hand on, a hand on Rook to steady herself, and in that touch, we'll give her a bardic inspiration die, and she will just stay there because she can't do anything for her action.
Boo! Boo, you pipers! All right. And, and then that's going to carry us to the other... Oh, yeah, the big piper. Big piper. So, let's see. We have Lou is scared. The only person who hasn't been affected by a song yet is Rook, and the Piper is taking that personally. So Rook will have to make a wisdom saving throw, but with advantage because it's Fae, and Rook is fine. Your song sucks! Fuck you! So that the creature doesn't like that, obviously. Yeah, okay. let's just throw one bolt at our darling Lou, and then we'll do one at Tony. You're the scariest looking one. How about that? Okay, Lou. Oh, 26 to hit Lou. Oh, man. Okay, and then a 19 to hit Tony. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and these bolts...
Yikes is right.
Yikes.
That long rest sure lasted a long time.
Yeah. It's okay. You can take short rests now and basically get all the stuff back. 8. Okay, so Lou is going to take, when Katie comes back, 12 necrotic. And then Tony is going to take 12 necrotic. Oh, identical. Weird. As this icky bolt of even more corrosive nastiness from the big boss comes and hits you. Loopy, you're taking 12 necrotic damage. I can't hear you, but I can tell you don't like that.
I said, wait, maybe I'm not. What did he roll?
Oh, it was like a...
It was a 26.
Yeah. It was. I rolled a 19 on the die, so yeah.
Yeah, I shall be taking it.
But that's the Piper. Okay, and then Silver Fox is dead, but Prince is still here and is gonna try and let's see. Aoife, they probably don't want you to keep doing this, so make me a wisdom save, please. They're scared of you and your pipes.
We can't have other pipers in this business.
Have this.
Ooh, hell yeah, that's 19.
All right, so a creepy tune comes into your head, and you're like, hell no, not today, Satan, and, hum it out. So it's like, damn it. And then it's going to try and throw some poison bolts at you. Okay, a 21.
Ooh, she, in response, since she's no longer incapacitated, she, with a very woozy hand, is going to throw up a shield of herself.
Ah, look at you doing these magics. What does your shield look like?
So I think it is just like this flash of glitter that bursts out from her.
Glitter! Yes! Rainbows! Okay, great. And that's definitely going to be enough for the 12 to follow up, not hit you. So your glitter just disperses the nasty green snot and yay! And it showers to the ground. And you're like, suck it. And that, oh man, Prince does not like that. You defeated his purple rain with glitter. Oh, so appropriate though. Oh god, the heartbreak. And then Rook is gonna do shooting, and she's gonna nail actually the central Piper, or try to. A natural 20, Rook. Wow, Rook really is just yeah. All right. So she gets a sick ass hit on this thing. Okay. Go for it. All right, Rook. And then Tony, we come to you. You are in full control of your body once again.
Really? Thank God.
Yeah. Because Prince tried to use their shit on Aoife, and Aoife was like, not today. So.
Great.
You have 3 lined up, basically 30 feet away from you. Or, and 60 feet away is the main bad dude Piper.
The longbow's range is what? Is it all 120?
120? Yeah, or something. But keep in mind, you definitely want to use your sword if you can get up in there, because it's magic.
Right. That's right.
It's magic. And you can move normally now, so you're not you're in control of your own feet, so you can move 30 feet up to hit any of the 3.
I would like to move. Yeah. I do want to move 30 feet up at least. I want to get us...
Cool.
Use up all my movement.
So you run up on the clusterfuck of these 3 guys, Prince and Sassy Pants. Oh, I guess Sassy Pants is standing by the main Piper, so you're really just by the 2. And then the 4th one, who, give me a physical characteristic of the last one.
There's Prince, Sassy Pants, and then the other one looks like they've been burned. They've actually seen battle a little bit, and they've got kind of a scarred, bubbled face.
Oh, Scarface. I see. Okay, so you're running up to, you're standing by Prince and Scarface then, so go for it.
So we're going to take our longsword back out, and this time we're trying to finish it So we got 2 hands on this motherfucker.
Yeah, Prince is not looking good. You might do it.
That's 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah, man.
That is with 10 slashing damage.
Ooh, okay, good hit. All right, and then
we're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Believe
and
in
that's 16 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
Oh, good. And another, 6 damage.
Another 6 damage. Okay. Yep. 2 solid hits. Not looking good. Not looking good at all, but Prince is still hanging in there.
I don't like that. I then am going to action surge.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just kill him.
Yeah. Fighters. Do it again. Hit him on the face.
Well, this one's not going to do it. I rolled a 13 to hit that time.
Oh, no.
Huh? Oh, no. What a waste.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Oh, I wish that you had my bardic inspo. Oh.
Are you adding all your stuff?
Yes, I added my stuff. I
The
rolled
plus
a 1
from your sword, the proficiency bonus.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
If I use 16.
Okay. No, all right. It's very sad. As they're like, and you just cannot hit them. These stupid crickets. So that is that. And then, we come to, these guys again. Sashi is going to, let's see. All right, Tony, make me a whiz save, please.
18.
18, nice. Okay, so you guys, you're not having their shit no more. This is you've learned, and that sucks. So you're like, no. And then Lou, go ahead and also make me a whiz save. A Scarface is, or I guess Sashi is still after your nuts.
No, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
You'll get temp HP equal to the number that you roll on it, plus 5.
Nice.
Ooh, okay, so that's a 17 with the plus 5 from
There you go. Not today, evil. Nobody's getting music head this turn. Wonderful. But we're both getting poison bolts, probably. Okay, I guess Scarface, since standing next to Tony, is gonna do daggers as not to invoke an attack of opportunity. All right, 9 and 26. It's this dice really likes rolling 19s. I don't know. 6s and 19s. Just constantly. What? All right, bolt. Or no, these are daggers. Dagger. It's annoying. One has a D4 dagger and one has a D6 dagger, and I can never fucking remember.
I hate that.
I know.
Why?
I don't know. It also has plus 56
D4.
to attack, so yeah, I'm rolling the D4.
You said D4.
I'm rolling the D4. All right. So that's 2 piercing damage, plus your poison. Oh, plus 14 poison damage. Yee. Second dagger.
Where's that healing stick?
Bring out that disco stick. And then 11. So the second dagger just bounces off of you. Then
okay.
You're fine. Just one hit.
I thought you were adding. I thought you were saying it was more damage.
No,
I was like, Jesus.
You're fine. Lou, I don't know. 15. This is gonna hit you.
No.
Okay. And then the second poison bolt. Oh God, no. No. Nothing. Splatter against the wall. You're fine. And then Lou, we come to you. So you're no longer afeared.
Yes, but you didn't tell me what direction I headed, so I have no idea where I am right now in relation to everyone else.
Yeah. Let's say you went like a hot east, right? If they came in from the south, so you're like 60 feet away from your companions and 60 feet away from the thing at the center of the room, so you're like triangulating with basically everybody.
Okay. So just run 30 feet back in.
Yeah, so 30 feet, so in the triangle, if you did want to run up 30 feet, you could hit either Sashi or, Scarface. 30 feet, you could hit Scarface. 60 feet, you need to run to hit Sachet or the main piper.
Okay. Scarface still looks okay, right?
Scarface, yeah, has not taken any
Okay.
damage.
Okay, thank you. I just had like no idea where I was or what was happening anymore. All right, I'm gonna run to Scarface.
Welcome to Illusion Hell.
I know, for real. Um, I'm going to attack with my nobody's next to him right now?
Tony is next to him.
Oh, okay, then
So
I
you
don't
get
need
your
my
sneak.
Sonic Blade right now.
You get your sneak
All right.
attack. Let's
That
get some
is
DPS up in here.
+8. So that's a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, sneakies. And this guy, and this is a magic boy.
Magic boy.
All right, 6, 9, 10, 15, 18 plus 5 is 23 points of magical piercing damage.
That's gross.
And
That's
then I'm like
gross.
really sick of getting hit, so I'm gonna take the dodge action
Yeah, alright.
for my roguish action, and that's my turn.
That's fine. Whatever. Scarface looks fucked up after that huge goddamn hit. I would say Scarface, well, Prince is like on the edge of death. Scarface does not look good. Either. Cute.
Now he's scarred all over.
Ha ha ha. Now you match. All right, Aoife. We come to you.
All right, so Scarface looks on the edge of death. The
Prince is like almost so dead. Even
Oh,
worse.
that's right.
And then Scarface
Scarface
is
has been hurt.
close.
Yeah, Prince is near
Yeah.
dead, and then there are
so the Sash
One other
one,
one?
who is standing right by his boss, the
Yes,
Piper, has
Sash.
not been damaged at all, and the
Okay.
Central Piper has taken at least one hit from Rook, but still looks pretty good.
right. Okay, we are going to, with our action, we're gonna pull out the Wand of Missiles.
Woo! I don't think we've seen this yet, right? In action?
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute.
And she is going to spend 6 charges.
Ooh!
So
Use those
she
magic
is
items. Ooh!
Yeah, she is going to upcast it so that she has 8 darts that she can pump out.
That's extremely rude. All right.
Push
And
it to
she's
the
gonna
limit.
put one on Prince, 2 on what's his face?
Scarface.
Scarface.
That's his face. Scarface.
And then 2 on Sash, and then 3 on
The Piper.
the leader.
Oh, this is rude. All right, let's start with the Prince. So roll that one, and it's a D4 plus how many at this upcast?
+1.
+1. Okay.
So that is 4 damage.
All right, exactly what you fucking needed. How does your wand? Oh, also describe to me your wand again. The magic missile thing. I don't. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since we've seen it. What it look like?
Yeah, so the wand itself, she had picked it up in Chasiana, so I imagine it's this like very intricately carved wand that has like features iconography of the mother and the father, and when she fires it, it blasts out these just alternation of gold and silver bolts.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pew, pew, pew. I'm rich, motherfucker. Yeah. And so Prince goes down in a blaze of gold and silver, which feels good.
I love
Feels
Purple
good.
Rain. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Scarface. 2 of these. 2 of these.
Scarface is getting 7 damage.
Okay. Don't like it. He's still up, but.
Sash is getting 8 damage.
Okay. It's just like gold and silver, man. This is like a rich people's New Year's Eve party. Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Oh shit. And then the Piper is getting max damage, so that is 15 force damage.
Ah! Ew.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, hell yeah.
blew
How
you
many
last
charges that
night.
one got? Was
It's
that like
got
all of them?
7, and
Okay.
I used
Whew.
6.
So that way it wouldn't explode? You want to make me roll to see if it explodes? All right, that's fine. Because I would. You know I'd do it. Okay, Piper hates that. Piper really, really hates that. And yeah, that sucked. So the Piper at this point is going to look around and see that 2 of its allies are dead. The other 2 are bleeding quite profusely, and it is not in the best spot in the world. So it is going to play a do-do-do-do-do sort of tune, and like everything becomes very hazy and shitty all of a sudden. And they all disappear. All of these creatures disappear, and the roof disappears, and it's all like very dramatic because all of a sudden you're blinded by like sunlight. You don't know where it came from. It's gone. The illusion's gone. You're just here in these ruins. No trace of these creatures. You can verify the magic is gone. No more illusions. It's just over.
Do we think they backed off?
Were they real? No, they were real.
Don't even do that. Don't even play those games with me.
The pain is real, for sure.
Yeah,
Emily saw them, and Emily knows.
Oh yeah, they were real.
Were real.
They were real. Real
Eva will
dicks.
start preparing a circle of healing.
Yeah, let's chalk this shit out.
Tony is like bent over, hands on her knees, deeply panting, like, so, might need to sit down a little bit longer.
It's okay, just the first encounter
Dancing
of the
for the
day,
last
guys.
20 minutes.
No worries. Yeah, right. Well, it was only 6 seconds, because a round is only 6 seconds, but yeah.
But it felt like a lifetime.
Oh, no. All right, so I'm assuming we're doing our ritual prayer of healing. Is that what's...
Yes, so she is going to use, her magic ritual, which, since she has access to 4 circle slots, will heal us 4d8 plus 5 for a total of 20 HP that we'll get back.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Is there a material component to that? Or a restriction, like only once per day?
Once per day.
Yeah. Okay. What is your prayer about? Who are you praying to? You godless heathen? Sorry, I'm in a spicy mood tonight, I guess.
I love it. You've made more puns than I think I've heard you say ever.
Especially as a satyr, just like fucking
what
heathen for sure. I think she definitely lays out all of these different like bits of scrap fabric, and as she is saying this prayer to a goddess that her grandmother worships, who is like this goddess of hearth and home.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, family units, knitting together. If there's anything Aoife can believe in, it's community, right? As you bind these cloth strips together. So you all feel a lot better. Also, I'm not sure how Aoife maybe will learn this over time, but what's interesting, those creatures that you just faced, they're called Salangs, and they're actually known as dark satyrs. There's some mythology about how they were probably originally satyrs. Like, that's why they play the pipes and like the flutes and stuff. So I'll read this. So Salangs are actually part of like the Kobold Press monster. I think they've like been around a while as kind of the fake counterpart to satyrs. But yeah, the Salangs, or dark satyrs, are twisted and vicious fauns who have abandoned nature worship and instead venerate ancient gods of deep and malign intelligence. So they're sort of like cultists who turned away from nature and like worshipped the elder, like eldritch gods and
very creepy
weird cult stuff. So yeah. So yeah, you can figure that out later, and I don't know, if you write a letter or something, your family would be like, oh my god, that's terrifying that they're real. It's like a boogeyman story. Yeah. But anyway, cool. Anything else we want to do in this time? You could take a short rest if you wished. I don't know if that 20 set y'all up good enough or not, but first fight done. Out of the way.
I'm doing okay right now.
I'm not doing so great still. I mean, I'm doing about half. I'm halfway there. But I'd
Living
like
on
to
a
feel
prayer.
a little bit more rested.
Yeah, and getting your action surge back in case we get into another combat would be good too,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. So in these ruins here now, I mean, the good news about being in a clusterfuck nightmare set of ruins that are now gone is other creatures probably know to stay away from here, like natives. So this is probably a pretty safe place if you do want to take a short rest. So spend 10 minutes, get out
I'll
your
get a
Capri
spell slot
Suns.
back,
Do
so
you biz?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're using your arcane recovery feature?
Sure am.
Okay, cool. And so, Tony, you can spend up to a number of hit dice equal to your proficiency bonus, I think.
You can spend as many as you want. You gain back half back at a long rest.
Yeah, so you can do that now, and you gain back those points as part of a short rest. But the only limitation is, you only have enough number of hit dice equal to your level, so...
Oh, okay. I thought it was equal to my proficiency bonus. So,
You got lots.
So on your character sheet, you should see a little section that says, like, hit dice. And as you have 6 levels of fighter?
yeah.
Okay, so your hit dice is a d10, so you have 6 d10s. You can spend as many of those as you like. You roll each of the ones you spend, and you get back the result, plus whatever I think that is your constitution modifier?
Yeah, con modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, if you spend 1 d10, you roll it, you might get a 5. If your con modifier is plus 4, then you get 9 back.
I think I'm gonna do out of 6. Let's. I'm gonna do 4.
Nice. All right, cool.
Spend them.
You spittity spend them. Look at us doing a short rest again. No more
Proud of us.
Adventure Maidens. This is the 3rd time we've ever taken a short rest. So, legends dispelled after 56 episodes. I'll say as we're playing Tales of the Valiant, obviously the monsters punch harder and a lot more features recharge on short rest. So it definitely assumes you take short rests more regularly. Otherwise, you get fucked. So the encounter balance is absolutely designed that way. All right, that's just the first fucking hour of the day. But that means that you just travel right into the fountain space because you did indeed go there. So we are counting the fountain will be your 2 hour, so you do not have to roll for a random encounter.
Yay.
As you approach.
Hallelujah.
God. So after what was that?
No, that's what Tony is doing during her short rest. Her ears are plugged and she's just singing to herself, hallelujah.
You can take them out. There's no more piping. You can take
No. She's traumatized.
Oh, this is a moment. Yeah, no,
Someone
this is
made
for
me dance beyond my will.
Yeah.
That's enough to traumatize her.
I hate this. And all right, fair enough. So you eventually, after taking your rest, you continue along your way, and moving, thankfully, out of this very weird building complex. And you come to a place as you have that map that you took from the treehouse, so you're trying to get a sense, like, of where you are. It's a little bit difficult because, obviously, like, the ruins themselves are not marked distinctly on the map, so there's sort of just big shapes and streets that are no longer there that you're trying to navigate and crisscross. But eventually, you come to a point where it looks like you enter. It must have been a courtyard or like a marketplace or something, because a lot of the big ruined buildings are now circling around this open plaza style space. And you see at the center the ruins of a fountain that must have been gorgeous in its day, something with marble gilded statues, and like this is what you see like in a plaza in France, like something of this impressive scale. Now the water is sort of blackened and fetid. Whatever mechanisms were pumping stuff up through it is no longer there. Poorly maintained, but it's a fountain. It's the strongest looking thing you have. That seems to be it. So you're standing there across the plaza, and there is this fountain. Looks brackish and nasty. What do do?
I want to check for traps.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, if your sword happens to see anything, I want to say anything.
Emily, also, what you doing, girl?
Well, the water sort of has a magic vibe, but there's no illusions or anything around it.
Okay. Well, I got a 15 plus, what's my investigation? 8, 23.
Okay. As you are looking around this plaza, you do notice, and you didn't before, because as you're looking around, again, there's rubble and stuff scattered all over the place. You see probably about 5 feet away or so from the edge of the fountain, there looks like a ring of gold that has been just set into the ground, completely encircling the fountain. So like a clear border line around it. And again, it was hard to see because the rubble and like the tarnish, but there's one like clear away spot where you catch the gleam of it. So you're not sure if it's a trap. Definitely not a trap in the mechanical sense, but perhaps there is something like that will activate or change if you cross over this line. There's some kind of physical marker around this fountain.
If I look with my detect magic, what kind of magic, if any, is around the ring?
Abjuration magic. So defensive, protecting,
Okay.
warding magic.
And there's nothing like a mechanism to like turn anything off
It looks like this would be a
Okay.
magical trap.
Well, I
Or
don't
perhaps
have
just a magical trigger. You're not sure it's a trap.
Well, I mean, I can try to go in and see what happens because I have evasion. If it's dexterity based save, I might be totally fine.
I could try to dispel it, but I'm worried that in trying to dispel such, a ward that's been set at around something that's meant to restore, that there might be worse consequences for trying to alter the magic than surpass it.
Yeah. Also, like, this looks fancy, and I don't want to mess with the Green Lady's stuff. If she wants this here, then she can have it here. And I'm just gonna hope I don't die.
Pray to not die. Good, yes.
I'll give you Bardic Inspiration die.
Thank you. All right. Lou is prepared, like going in cautiously. Gonna like put a toe over the line.
Okay. Yeah. And as you do, you feel a very palpable sense of power contained within this magic circle as you cross over the line here. So it's like the air becomes supercharged, right, with magic as you cross over the line, and you're waiting for like something horrible to happen, right, as you do so. And as you look at the surface of the water now, and again, you can't really see to the bottom because it's filled with filth and like ruined remains and stuff, but the surface, it starts to bubble and you see like something is moving around in the surface, and before you can like do much in terms of reaction, something large like hoists itself up out of the water. Do you all know what Naga look like?
They're sneaky,
Neat.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're basically like we actually have like a super hot Naga as our base art in the new monster.
Oh God, show me.
But that's probably what he looked like before.
Oh yeah, I
but
have one,
I'll
a
show
piece
you
of art of a
before.
naga on my wall right there.
Yeah, Naga are in a ton of different cultures and very cool. Naga. Oh, me trying to do alphabet on demand. That's LMN, LMN. Not those. We have some real babes in here. The monster, I'm like, ooh, dang.
Some horny artists on
Hottie.
YouTube. No, I'm kidding.
Let's look how
Ooh,
ripped
nice.
this dude is.
Ooh.
Like, let's be honest about it. Like, whoa. So something that probably looked like this in its heyday, pops out of the fountain here. Except, it's emaciated and rotting like an undead version of it. You can actually see like where its scales have rotted away, and like, you know, the ribs are exposed and just skeletal, so maybe like an undead version of this thing like comes out of the water, and it's hoisting itself up, on its snake body, which is clearly like hidden below the surface here. But it turns to face you, and you see like two red pinpoint glows in its eyes as it turns to you. Do you wish to draw from the fountain?
I do, depending on what the cost is.
The cost is but a challenge to prove you are worthy.
What kind of challenge?
Are your companions engaging in the challenge as well? And it looks over your shoulder and behind.
Step right in.
You must prove yourselves worthy if you wish to take waters from the sacred fountain. And it says with some kind of magnanimity. It looks very silly, like in all of this, but clearly the creature is very proud of this, and this is what he was supposed to say.
Hell yeah, man. We're going.
Hell yeah, man.
Fucking Lou walking in with her 8 charisma.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Only, and he, extends a hand dramatically, having all of you step forward as he can continue his monologue. Then, valiant heroes, you must prove yourselves sound of mind if you wish to draw from the sacred waters here. You shall see chalices before you. And he, does a gesture, and he also makes a sound himself.
This guy's been waiting so long for us to show up. Oh my god.
Long. And rising from the water, you all feel the ground, rumbles below your feet, as these, stone pedestals lift up from, the gross water around you, and you see, the slime and the algae sort of fall off of them as this happens. 4 challengers, so 4 chalices, and as the pedestals rise, each of them has a shining, beautiful jeweled goblet of different designs sitting on them. I will pose a series of riddles to you.
God.
4 cups, 4 riddles. You shall have an opportunity for 3 wrong answers only. As many riddles as you can answer correctly, that is how many cups you may take from this place, each filled with a dose of this divine liquid, which will heal any ail. Are you ready?
Interesting.
Let's
do it.
Do it, guys.
Okay.
Let's do it, Sage.
Hey man. You don't know. You can know. It's fine.
Actually, Nassim and I did pretty well in that Heck No one shot.
You guys did great. You did a lot of puzzles.
I only got stopped because I didn't know violin knowledge.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so the rules. There are 4 riddles, 1 for each cup. You can submit, and as basically each cup has 1, riddle is the correct answer. Between all 4 cups, you only have 3 chances to fuck up, right? So the best strategy might be to hear all of the riddles and try to answer the ones you feel most confident about answering, right? Because you only have the 3. It's not the 3 individual, it's as a group. It's 3 wrong answers before you can't try anymore. That's the only penalty. Basically, the goblets will go away. You need at least 1 goblet's worth of liquid to help Ravain. It would be super cool, promise me, if you can get more than that to help you later. But that's the score. Any questions?
Riddle it up, girl.
All right, cool.
Give it to us.
All right. I also did type out the riddles. I'm obviously going to read them aloud, but would you prefer I put those in the Zoom chat or in the Slack?
Please.
Okay.
Zoom.
Right. Okay. Anyway, all right. We ready to do some motherfucking riddles? Earn our fucking holy water or holy grails?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's get some holy grails. All right. So, this Naga holds out his hands dramatically over the 4 goblets. I will read you each riddle in turn. As a reminder, between all of these, only 3 incorrect guesses. Once you have submitted them all, the challenge will end. We begin, and he points dramatically to the first one on the pedestal. If you have me, you will want to share me. Once you share me, you no longer have me. What am I? Would you like to attempt an answer, or shall I read the next riddle?
You should read the next riddle.
Read the next. Maybe I'll
And he
know that
bows
one.
graciously. And he points to the second cup. Walk on the living, they don't mumble. Walk on the dead, they mutter and grumble. What are they? Would you like me to wait for an answer or read the next riddle?
Proceed.
He bows again, following the
I love
rules,
him.
and he's loving it. He points dramatically to the third goblet. What belongs to you, but everyone else uses it? Would you like to answer, or shall I read you the next riddle?
Next, please.
Dramatically to the fourth and final cup. What disappears as soon as you say its name?
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, good. I totally know any of these.
Before you answer the riddles before you, declare and point to which you mean, and I shall agree or disagree. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I will not consider an answer submitted unless you point and tell me you're doing so. Yes, he nods. And I am putting the text of the riddles in the Zoom
Beautiful.
chat.
I think I'm with you, Sage. I think that last one is probably silence.
So the last one, what disappears as soon as you say its name?
Silence.
Yeah, Aoife will point at the fourth
thank
chalice.
You. Thank you, because I'm not considering it an answer unless you point dramatically.
And she will declare, I believe the answer to be silence.
You are wise. And he points at the cup, and there's like a flash of golden light, and you see it fills with just the most beautiful crystalline water that like rains down from this golden like cloud that suddenly appears above it. And as you do so, you see that some of these like decimated, like necrotic patches of skin start to like close together and knit back, and you see some of the like the gleaming gold and blue scales of his body return to him as he smiles. One cup is one.
I think I know another.
Yeah.
Lou will dramatically point.
Yes! As you must!
Chalice. I cannot.
He's screaming at the top of his lungs.
I just want to hang out with this guy. All right. Number 3, and she will say your name.
What belongs to you, but everyone else uses it? Your name! She is wise. More golden water like rains down from this tiny gold cloud. You are not allowed to say you can't do puzzles and riddies anymore, Katie. That's just Celeste yelling at you.
One.
Yeah, you did it. So you've proved it. And
I have no idea about the others.
yeah. And he, once again, the answer appears to just restore something that was lost to him as like this glorious, crystal water falls down into this cup. And you can see that around him, the pool, the water itself too, is almost like that filth is dissipating, and the fountain is starting to look better and more restored to what it once probably was. And with, an excited like glow in his eye, he eagerly looks at the other two. So for the audience at home, I'm going to reread these aloud. But the first cup was, if you have me, you will want to share me. Once you share me, you no longer have me. What am I? And then the second riddle was, walk on the living, they don't even mumble. Walk on the dead, they mutter and grumble. What are they? I'm sorry, Katie, what, you had a question?
I just want to like insight check. But if we get all these cups, is this like restored man going to like attack? I'm just so paranoid.
Why don't you make, just looking at this dude, looking at the situation, clearly there's a lot of fucking big old magic happening here.
Yeah.
You want to make some kind of check for me? Maybe an Arcana check?
Not good at those, but I'll do
Or if you
that.
want, if you wanted to do insight,
I'm worse at that.
Okay. Then what did you want to do? What check did you want to do?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Oh yeah, then
that
let's
was
make an
okay.
Arcana.
That's okay. I got a 16, so 18.
Okay, an 18. That's pretty damn good. So this creature, as you're looking at it, you've heard of Nagas before. You've never seen one, but you know that there are a few different types of Nagas. They're very strange and like esoteric creatures, sort of on the level of like sphinxes or other things that are like, some of them live to guard certain things. And that's like their whole deal. So these like uber magical creatures will be bound to certain places, and it is their duty, their whole purpose to guard things of extreme value or places. So seeing what's happening here, it feels like, you know, if something is left to like not fulfill its purpose and like sit over time, and the fact that it's clearly probably bound into this circle, that's probably what this magic circle is. But most Naga, at least the ones that are normal, it's stories of good. It's stories of like, really they do want to find the best and the brightest, and that is their purpose, to facilitate that. So
I love them.
yeah, you being here and doing this is probably, you're probably the first ones to ever make it here in all of his time, right? So you're redeeming him as you were moving along and allowing him to fulfill his purpose.
It's really cute.
Yeah. So that's probably what this, you
So
get
wholesome.
no bad vibes from this situation.
Oh my God. Okay. Love you. Yes, I love you.
So what do we got? We've got 2 Riddies. We've won 2 cups, which is great. 1 for Ravain, 1 for backup. But if you get all 4, you could save this creature.
No pressure.
Or at least make him feel really good about himself.
For the first one, I was thinking time, but I'm not sure because, like, sharing time, I don't know, it doesn't quite work. It feels a little bit off.
So yeah, first
I
one,
mean-
if you have me, you will want to share me. Once you share me, you no longer have me.
I would say cookies because I like sharing with my friends, but I don't think that's right.
But this is objectively, you will want to share me. I think you have to look at most humans, if they have a cookie, would probably not want to share the cookie.
Burden?
Burden's pretty good. But I guess you spread the burden so everyone bears a little bit.
I feel like this reveals so much about your perspective on life. This question. Because my answers, I'm thinking of like love and money.
And I'm just fucking tired.
The Naga is staring directly, unblinking at you in anticipation.
So what's your name?
I have forgotten.
Yikes.
And it
Aw.
seems, it draws its brows together, knits, and like it's never occurred to him that he forgot it. And it's uncomfortable that he now knows that. Please, focus on the challenge at hand.
Yeah, for sure.
He says, distressed.
Welcome the living, they don't even mumble. Welcome the dead. And they grumble.
So what makes...
Oh.
No, go for it.
Leaves? Like a dry, dead leaf will crack and break and...
Yeah?
But a live, water-filled leaf doesn't make noise
No,
when you
I
step
mean, that
on
makes
it.
sense. You can try it. I don't have a better idea.
Tony
Yeah,
will dramatically point at the second goblet. The answer is leaves.
She is wise. And the golden... the clouds rain down and fill the cup, and Rook is like, oh shit, now I feel like I should answer one. Good job. You've each done one. I love it. Love this teamwork.
Nice.
You have 3 doses of magic restore whatever the fuck is wrong with you.
Fuck yeah.
Aoife will point to the first.
Yes.
And she will pose the answer of time.
You dramatically point and say time, and he goes, unfortunately, that is not correct, but you still have 2 guesses. He assures you.
Okay.
Just use
really
them
his hands.
wisely. Wisely.
What does share mean? What does share mean? And we can't send a friend, right? That's not an option.
Well, now that you've said it out loud, I mean, probably against the rules, but I don't. If you me as the GM, what do you want to trickery do?
Oh no, I don't even know the sending
okay.
spell. That was just a joke on Phone a Friend from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I mean, the Naga was sort of like, like if you had some kind of telepathic sending spell or something, he doesn't seem to be. He's like, well, now that you've told me, like, no.
He wants us to win so bad.
Yeah, so bad.
Yeah.
You can see he's getting like closer and closer. Now that 3 out of 4 goblets are won, he's like so close to being normal and like shiny and.
So I think the answer is something like silence. So, like, something that no longer is because it's now...
He's leaning closer.
Oh,
yes! That's what I was about to say.
Same brain. Okay. You can do the honors, please.
Aoife will point again after she's had a good long think, and she will declare, secrets!
They are wise, he says, and there's just like gold, like shower, like it's like a whole cloud appears, and you're all like wet, just like covered in beautiful, holy, like
Incredible.
liquid. This happens.
Faye wet t-shirt contest.
Yay! He's here, and he's also doing it too, right? And then the water's
abs
like
are just rippling,
clearing
and we're all
up.
just happy to be
And
there.
you see, in the confusion, like a giant statue of a Naga guardian, like somehow reconstructs itself, at the core of this fountain, and there's just like all these nozzles coming off, and it's this most beautiful fucking like structure in the middle of this plaza of ruin and despair everywhere else, and the water's like shiny and amazing. He's like, you have done it. It has been so long. Take these chalices and this dose of liquid. You have earned them all. They will heal any ailment that troubles you. I am so grateful and so... He like kind of clasps his hands. Like,
honestly,
I'm proud of you.
So happy for you.
Just so proud of you.
Thanks, Dad. Oh my God, I've needed to hear that.
Did he give a name?
No, he doesn't remember.
It's forgotten.
Do we have like to-go lids?
I mean, you can't. He's like, oh, yes, you can put them in flasks or whatnot. But take the chalices, though. I've got plenty. Just sitting here, waiting.
Lou will take out, she always keeps vials of her stuff in her bag of holding, so put them in there.
Use them well. This magic is great and has great capacity for good, but any great magic can also be used for evil. You have proven yourselves wise and capable of deciding well. Go with my blessing.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your life.
You too.
Thank you.
I hope you get out of here.
As a parting gift, Aoife is going to take out the letter that she received from her dad that mentions the Corellans and specifically Saye, who was kidnapped, because it was written in a cipher. And she will take this out and go to hand it to the Naga, and she will say, "Within these words there is a coded secret. As a great appreciator of riddles and ciphers, I imagine this might be a task that will find worthy of your intellect until travelers shall come again."
And he looks totally surprised that somebody is giving him something, I think, for once, ever. And he reaches out a hand and he says, "Thank you. Thank you."
May you carry the gift of song in your heart. She gives as a small clue and as a sweet parting message.
Yeah, he kind of holds it to his, like, shiny reptile chest and is just like, You see him, like, his in his eyes, too, have turned now to just gleaming gold, right? Instead of red. I really do wish you well. Make it out of here. And give my regards to Her Majesty.
We will.
As we're leaving, Lou looks at the rest of her team and says, "If I didn't exclusively like women, that would be my type."
Snake man.
Snake man with abs and golden eyes and a heart of gold to match. Are you kidding?
Love that. yeah, absolutely.
You could do worse.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Good job, you fucking guy. All right. So, okay. So I'm going to say this, but don't get crazy with it. This can restore any physical ailment that could be restored only with a wish spell. I'm not saying this liquid gives you a wish spell, but there are certain things in this world that cannot be fixed even with greater restoration. Yet this liquid will fix it.
Okay.
God damn.
Better not lose my fucking purse. Don't let me forget it while we're out partying in Josiana.
Yes, so you have four doses of this. It's 4 uses, just enough. One creature has to drink the whole thing to receive the benefit. So 1 will restore Ravain absolutely to him full self. But
incredible.
Well, let's go, man. I just want to get to him. I feel bad.
Yeah.
But also, I want the skinny on what the fuck he's doing that isn't virtuous. Little minx.
I know. I'm dying to know.
I know that we're in the middle of like a life or death crisis right now, but that doesn't mean that I want the hot goss any less. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We gotta get the goss. Tony, why don't you make me an insight check? Just as we're loading out here.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. As you're like loading up and everybody's, laughing and talking about how hot the Naga is and wondering about, Ravain and stuff, and who's carrying all the doses?
I would assume me in the bag of holding.
Okay. Tony, you see Rook just like, as the Naga said that, like, can cure anything, right? Like, she just goes somewhere else, right? And is just sort of fixated on Lou's bag, very quiet in a way. And you, with that 20, like, you can see her wheels spinning, like maybe.
Yeah. I think Tony had a similar thought when she heard that too.
I think you're the only one who knows Rook probably well enough to like catch that. She's trying not to show anything on her face and trying not to be hopeful because nothing has worked. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But maybe you see a glimmer of hope. Just a little glimmer.
Tony will try and discreetly bring this up to Rook while we're getting ready to head out. I think I know what you're thinking. And I think it's a pretty solid chance, too.
I don't... this is noises. I don't want to hope, but maybe.
Well, if you want to bring it up to them and ask if you can take one of those for yourself, I think it's worth a shot.
But what if it doesn't work? What if again, it doesn't work and it's... I don't know if I can go through that again, you know?
You've come this far. You've made it this long. It's just another test. Then you'll know. And then whatever you want to do after that, that's your decision, but I don't see why you wouldn't want to give it one more try after all this time.
You think they'd let me... I mean, I know they don't... Yeah?
I mean, especially Lou. She's a big softie.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. But... Not... We've got things to do. We can... I'll bug them later. I mean, I don't even know, like, what, if this was reversed, I don't even know what I would be.
Yeah, you know what? You bring up a good point there. Maybe we want to wait until you're just where you want to be. and then you take it. So
Or, you know, in a room where y'all can take care of me if I don't turn back into anything human at all.
Yeah, well, at least you got one of us on your side. I'll back you up. I think they think it'd be worth it too. You deserve to put this behind you.
Sure. Punches you lightly in the arm, in the shoulder. Just not knowing. Just does a... It's like, sorry, I didn't, like, hurt you. Don't.
She'll punch her back, but, like, actually give her a real hug and be like, okay. Yeah, we'll bring this up again later.
Yeah, and she's, like, rigid. She's, yeah. Rook has not hugged a lot of people, you know, and she sort of melts into it and you know. Actually does give you a real squeeze. Okay, we should, let's get going.